Leadership is often misunderstood as a position of power and authority. But the king on a chessboard teaches us that the position is more about striking the perfect balance. It is about knowing when to attack, when to retrieve, and when to take charge. But most importantly, the king is a symbol of endurance, strategy, and the delicate balance of power. Why am I talking about chess in a car video? Well, that's because to understand BMW's controversial decision of making the 5 Series long wheelbase but consecutively launching the i5 M60 X Drive with the lighter dimensions, I found the psychology of a king to be the perfect analogy. In chess, as in life, the king reminds us that power is not what it seems. It teaches us that power is not about brute force or speed, it's about influence or presence. While the 5 Series long wheelbase makes sense for a broader audience, BMW has taken care of the enthusiasts with the i5 M60. Dual motor all-wheel drive, 601 horsepower and 795 Newton meters of torque catapults this 5 Series from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3.8 seconds. It gets launch control, adaptive suspensions, and to go with that, cornering brake control as well. All that makes this 5-meter long, 2.8-ton electric beast move like a sports car while seating 4 in full comfort. The M60 package takes care of the rest, offering enough bling to make it look good while standing beside that V8 as well. But just like a chessboard king, the i5 is restricted in how far it can go. And that is where the i5's actual position in the BMW lineup reveals itself. Bear with me. The 81.2 kilowatt-hour battery gives it a real-world range of approximately 420 kilometers, which drops significantly if you are out on a joyride like me. The 136 mm ground clearance keeps it planted through warping acceleration and triple-digit speeds, but restricts its movement in the bowels of our extremely well-planned cities. But then again, if you wanted a daily driving 5, you would go for the long wheelbase, would you not? So one could simply say that the i5 is for those who like to drive themselves a couple of times a week. But then again, that would be half the story. See, the truth is that the i5 is here to keep the 5 Series name on top of the pecking order. It does so by not forgetting about the BMW customers who have contributed to the 5 legacy over decades by submitting to India's demanding consumption habits and by growing larger and lazier. How many 5 competitors can claim that? I'll tell you, none. Moral of the story: while great leaders may not make the most moves or claim the spotlight, they are often responsible for the framework in which others operate. And the i5 M60 is one such leader. And after consecutive years of being at the top, if someone were to ask BMW India their recipe for success, then I'm sure that they would say something like that sometimes it's not about winning, but it's about how you get to play the game.